is Andrew Dykes, and these are my 6 audience members. I'm here to tell you today why diets do work through self-control, adequate time, nutritional knowledge, and exercise. They fail because of the user, not the diet. A diet is defined as the kind of food a person eats. With that being said, there are many different types of diets, and not every diet works for every specific person. The diet may work for you, may not. And it may work for a period of time for you, then it may just stop, so you need to keep changing your diet throughout the time period. A good example of this is The Rock is going to need a different diet than a stay-at-home mom, because they have different levels of activity and different goals that they need. Before starting and choosing your diet, you need to figure out what your goal is, whether it's bulking or cutting. For bulking, you need to be eating at a caloric surplus. For cutting, you need to be eating at a caloric deficit. Eating at a caloric surplus is eating more calories than you need to maintain your current weight. Eating at a caloric deficit is eating less calories than you need to maintain your current weight. So you need to be calorie conscious and be aware of what's in your food and how many calories and sugars and proteins are in what specific foods you're eating on your diet. This is the problem that a lot of people have, is they don't actually know what's in the food that they're eating. They think if somebody says that it's healthy, they can eat as much as they want with it. A good example for that is when people are on diets, they tend to eat a lot of fruit because it's healthy. But a lot of fruits, such as the melons like watermelon and cantaloupe, tend to have a lot of sugar in it. And if you eat a lot of that, what that does is you absorb a lot of the sugar, but all the sugar your body can't process, it turns to fat, specifically around your stomach area. So they think that the diet's not working, but they're actually not dieting the proper way. Another thing that people tend to do is they tend to eat a lot of smoothies, which goes back to the fruit example. But a specific example of this is a small blueberry heaven smoothie from Smoothie King. Has 325 calories, 73 carbohydrates, and 64 grams of sugar. It does have 7 grams of protein, but if I have a Mountain Dew soda with 77 grams of sugar and put a protein powder in it, that doesn't make it healthy. So you need to really be aware of what exactly it is you're consuming and what all is in it. With that, you need the knowledge, now the nutrition part of it, and the wrong diets. People who pick the wrong diets tend to have negative side effects. I chose a wrong diet for me. I chose a diet, it was specifically for obese people, and I didn't know it at the time. I was eating things like lettuce wraps with turkey in it, and I wasn't getting enough calories that I needed, so I lost a lot of weight and a lot of muscle at the time, and I thought that my diet was messed up. But it wasn't the diet's fault. It was doing exactly what it was supposed to do, which was lose a lot of weight, but it was the wrong diet for me. So you need to choose the right diet for you and research this and approach it from a scientific point of view. Another problem that people think that they don't think that the diet's working is they don't stick with it long enough. Some people that I know personally, they have given the diet about a week and they haven't seen the results that they wanted, so they stopped the diet and went back to their normal eating habits. But you need to give a diet a proper amount of time. I'm talking months and months. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes a long time to see the results that you really want. Same thing goes with fitness and exercising. There's no magic pill that can make you look a certain way. You need to put in enough time and effort, and eventually it'll all come together. Another reason why people don't think that diets work is because once they stop the diet for a specific amount of time, they do the diet and then they stop it, they go back to their regular eating habits, which could be like pizza and hamburgers. But since they lost all that weight on the diet, they're going to put on that weight a lot quicker because their body thinks it's in a starving stage, and it's going to put on a lot of weight really quickly because it's trying to get back to the correct weight for what your body thinks it needs to be at to survive. So eating healthy isn't just a quick fix and you stay skinny, or you'll keep the muscle that you made from your diet. It's a lifelong thing, and you need to eat healthy with your diet throughout your whole life. You can have like hamburgers and pizza every now and then, but you can't just stop completely and eat unhealthy. A good way to have a lifelong diet is finding a diet that you enjoy. Don't starve yourself. It's really bad for the muscles, and you won't see the results that you want. You need to have realistic goals. Don't binge eat, and having smaller meals. This keeps the metabolism going longer, and it's always constantly breaking down the food that your body absorbs, and so you won't be as hungry as often, and you'll look leaner. One of the most important things people don't do when they diet is they don't exercise. They think if they're dieting, they can not exercise, but exercising is almost just as important as the diet itself. But some people, if they're not exercising the right way, they'll blame the diet because they're not seeing the results that they want, or they're not dieting the right way, and they'll blame the diet, and they're exercising the proper way. If you're doing high intensity interval training, which is really fast cardio, really quick, like running in rapid succession, you're going to burn a lot of weight, but you'll also burn a lot of muscle. So if you're doing that, you need to be aware of what exactly you're doing, and what your goal is. If your goal is to build muscle, that's not the best way to approach your cardio. The best way to do that and build muscle would be to walk in the morning on an empty stomach for an hour. This has the same results as the cardio, but it lets you preserve the muscle. So when it comes to exercise, exercising and weightlifting is another common topic. And weightlifting, you need to be weightlifting the right way. Whatever your goal is, whether it's to tone up, you can't just do cardio and expect to have toned muscles. You have to do a little weightlifting also. So you need to approach it from the right way. If you're not doing the right weightlifting, then you'll think that your diet's messing up, or if you're not dieting the right way, you'll think that you're not training the right way. So you need to find the right diet plan for you and what exactly your goals are, and do a lot of research before you just start doing something. I have a quote from health.gov. It says, "Our knowledge about nutrition, the food and physical activity environment, and health continues to grow, reflecting an evolving body of evidence. It is clear that healthy eating patterns and regular physical activity are essential for normal growth and development for reducing risk of chronic disease." So this just shows that how important exercising and dieting is combined together. So these are the reasons why I think that dieting does work. The reason people don't think it works is because they're not dieting the right way, and they're messing it up.